Good morning. God bless each and every one of you. My name is Albert Yancey. I am a graduate of WorkFaith Connection. Unfortunately, the man that you're looking at wasn't always this handsome and good looking. At the age of 11 years old, my mother, she received a phone call that changed the direction of my life. She received a phone call that my father was found floating in the Colorado River after being reported dead. None of us know the impact of when your hero dies. We know about Batman, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman, and one thing that they all have in common is that they never die. So I didn't understand how to process the news that my father was no longer here. So at the age of 11 years old, I began to try to fill that void. I began to sell drugs. I joined a gang, and eventually my choices led me to the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. I didn't spend 1 year. I didn't spend 2 years. I spent 10,006 days. And for all the mathematicians, that's 27 years, 5 months, and 1 day. February the 8th of this year, God allowed me to walk out of the penal institution. But it was in that place, in that dark place, April the 6th of 1994, that I heard a pastor by the name of Isaac Petrie come in and share the story of a good father. And it was then that I surrendered my life to Christ and began to unpack the pain, the bitterness, the anger, and the bad information that the street life had indoctrinated me with. It was at this point when I walked out that I knew that I had to live a different life. I was given a life sentence at the age of 17. I didn't have to be let out, but God's grace and mercy opened up the doors. And so because of that, I went to the WorkFaith Connection because I had never had a job in my life. I used to joke with them and tell them that I was a pharmaceutical distributor. And so it was in this 8-day boot camp that I learned how to fill out a job application. It was in this WorkFaith Connection that I learned how to put a resume together. It was in this place that I sat down before mock interviews and done an interview. And so I made a transition from the WorkFaith Connection into the workforce. My first job interview, my first resume submitted, my first application ever submitted in life. I now have a job at South County of Sealy as an automotive sales representative. And so it was in that dark place that I surrendered. And so at 17, the district attorney thought that he was burying me. But what he didn't realize is that I was a seed. And so I just thank you for your time. I ask for your prayers as I continue to move forward in this thing called life. God bless you.